throw it into the pile, first gear. Want to lift up high enough so that cylinder in front of you is almost level. That way there you get your ideal carry height. You get the least amount of spill. Shake a little bit off so you don't spill on your way to the hopper. The less you spill, the less you have to clean up, the longer your tires last. Right now I'm running with the throttle lock on at about 1900 RPM. Got the ride control on automatic, and got the transmission set to go to third gear maximum. Right about here you want to start pressing your clutch brake. Dump your bucket in. Try not to get too close or else you'll spill it right over the edge. Once you get away, lock your lever down and we'll go turn to dig. You're going down this hill, slightly touch your left brake pedal or else you get too much speed. Line yourself up straight as you can to the pile. Gear down to first before you hit the pile. And away you go again for another bucket. Again, you want to have your full bucket. You see the cylinder in front almost level. What you see now is almost the ideal carry height. Get the least amount of spill. It's very hard to see where you're going once you start going straight. You're looking at about 50 buckets an hour, 550 ton an hour, maybe 40 buckets an hour, depending on how heavy the material is. Looking at anywhere from 12 to 18 tons per bucket. Go to the other start side of the pile. Here, if you can't keep up to the belt, you can feed from this side of the pile. If you're feeding from this side of the pile, makes most sense just to back up to the hopper and not turn around. A little harder to get a full bucket here because you can't get straight at the pile. Just back up straight all the way to the hopper. You don't waste as much time turning around. You just have to be careful when you're backing uphill. You tend to spill a little bit more. So you have to carry it higher or not carry as much of your bucket. Can't really set the RPM throttle lock any higher than 1900 RPM, or else when you go down this hill right here, you'll get an engine overspeed. You don't want that. Again, first gear. And roll it back. There you go. Shake a bit off. When you're turning back, you want to turn as smooth as you can so you don't lose material when you're turning. Then this next corner ahead, you want to take this nice and wide so you can take it as fast as you can without spilling material off the side. You want to make these tires last as long as you can. You're looking at about $50,000 for a set of 4 tires, so you don't want to be running over rocks, only getting a couple thousand hours out of a set of tires. You can see the hopper starting to fill up, so that means I'm starting to catch up to the belt. If you start catching up to the belt too much, you can go farther down the pile. Go all the way around to the back if you want to. I'll just go down a little ways here. And make sure you're always digging in first gear. Again, with this throttle lock, you always have maximum hydraulic speed. On the outside of a new pile here, you can see the material is pretty coarse. You want to try and mix your material if you can going into the hopper. A little bit of coarse, a little bit of fine. It goes through the system a lot better. See, when you work farther away from the pile, you can get a little more speed before this hill. So it actually helps. You always want to make sure that green light is on. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. The green light, if it ever turns red, don't dump anything into the hopper. So as you back up, are almost to a stop, you want to put it in neutral for about 2 seconds before you go forward again. Back into the pile again. Third gear, second gear, first gear. Thank you. Every time you're going up to the hopper, you're dumping your bucket, there's about 2 to 4 seconds where you're stopped while you're lifting or dumping. You should have your transmission in neutral while you're doing this. So I got it in neutral now. Slowly dump my bucket in, back into forward, back into neutral, reverse, away you go. For the video.